Out of all the monumental mistakes that Lucasfilm has made over the past number of years, couple of great things, couple of really great things. I'm looking at you, Andor, you beautiful son of a bitch. But they've made a lot of mistakes. One of the upcoming mistakes they have, of course, is by doing a Daisy Ridley Rey movie.
It's a mistake.
Something they absolutely should avoid. Doing that. And I say that as somebody who loves Daisy Ridley. I love her. And I really like the Rey character. I do. I think the character in and of itself is a really interesting, cool character. But Rey is one of the big representations of an era of Star Wars making that they really need to move on from. You need to just move past the sequel era, much as they needed to move past the prequel era. Instead of trying to redeem it, they just need to move past it. So I've said for a while, I don't think this is a movie they should make. Now, they announced this thing back in 2023. We are still no closer to it getting made. And now it looks like that might even be delayed even more for another questionable idea. The folks over at CBR are reporting that Star Wars fans get more bad news. Well, not really bad news, but that Daisy Ridley lands a new movie that might delay her new film even more because it's supposed to shoot in the second part of 2026. But the new movie is interesting because it's another true story MMA movie, much like Dwayne Johnson's Smash Machine just did. This comes from CBR, who wrote the following. Star Wars fans, at least those who like the sequel era, will be disappointed to learn that Daisy Ridley's latest project will not be the upcoming new Jedi Order. Instead, the actor who played Rey in the Star Wars sequel movies is set to lead the cast of a new biopic. Ridley will star in Killa, which tells the real-life story of an intensive care unit nurse who becomes an MMA fighter. According to the publication, the movie will chronicle the life of Byron Tyrell, a mother of two with a master's degree in nursing and a degree in molecular biology, she ain't no dummy, who worked on the ICU by day and navigating the challenges of the NHS, that's in the UK, and at night transformed into one of Britain's leading cage fighting prospects. The original synopsis reads. That comes to us from CBR.
That doesn't even sound real.
Doesn't sound real, but it is real.
It's real, Rob.
It's a real thing. And now look, putting the Star Wars stuff aside, I'm freezing on the name of that great movie she just did where she played the true life story of the woman who swam across the channel. What was the name of that? Rainy by Day, How Wet Are My Feet? I can't remember the name of it.
Water Wet.
But it was really good. And her performance was fantastic.
She's a great actress.
She's a really good actress. Young Woman and the Sea.
Yeah, Young Woman in the Sea.
Harsvik was the first person to put that in there. The Woman by the Sea.
Beat me to
The Woman and the Sea, I should say. My Feet Are Wet, the movie. Somebody now should just make a movie based on that. The title alone will sell it.
Somehow Rey hasn't returned.
Somehow Rey's not returned.
She's going to play an MMA fighter.
Listen, so I think she's great. And whenever she's going to star in something new, you catch my attention. However, I've got to wonder this. Whereas I have no doubt that Tyrell's real story is compelling and amazing. An ICU nurse by day with a molecular biology degree becomes an MMA fighter at night. That sounds really cool to me. It really does. But I am surprised they're moving forward with this, considering, not for any artistic merit, but we just had another real life MMA biography film just get done with one of the most recognizable, prominent movie stars in the world, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And that thing tanked. It tanked. Now, maybe not MMA, but if you still want to go into the world of combat, a biography based on a real combat sport person, Sydney Sweeney's got that new movie coming out.
Yep.
That, by the way, looks really good.
Yeah, Christy.
Nobody's going to go see it.
Aw.
But I mean, it looks really good. I'm going to see it. I'm sure these two crackheads are going to go see it. But I mean,
I like movies. That's why I'm here.
But I don't think anybody else is going to go see it.
Yeah.
And so, like, even if they had been in the planning stages, which I'm sure they have been, of this new movie, and by the way, I love the title, Killa. I love that title.
Yeah.
I would have thought after Smashing Machine came out, with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson doing absolutely nothing at the box office, I would have thought they might have backed off from this. Now, listen, none of that is to say that this movie doesn't sound like it could be really good. And I am very interested in seeing it. I'm just saying I'm surprised from a business point of view they decide to move on with it. So listen, if this delays or maybe adds to the cause of ultimately Lucasfilm canceling this Rey Star Wars movie and move on to other things, great. Do I want to see this movie? Absolutely. Do I think that Daisy Ridley is going to kill it in this? Absolutely. But am I surprised that that they think anybody's going to go to see it? I am a little bit. Anyway, Rob, what do you think about the story? You looking forward to seeing Killa B?
No.
Really?
I mean, look, I'm sure it's going to be a great movie.
Then if you're sure it's going to be a great movie, why wouldn't you want to see it?
I'm like, okay, I guess, unlikely person becomes something unlikely. I just don't.
True story.
It's a true story, and I'm sure that the actual person is lovely. But I could probably tell you every single beat that's going to be in that movie. It's not something we haven't seen.
Well, what do you want to?
before.
What do you want to see?
Her story.
What do you want to see? Likely person does likely job.
I'm just saying.
Likely person does likely job.
I'm just
the
saying.
Movie.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I've seen stories like this before, and great, but I'm sure it's going to be a fine film. I just don't,
You're a hater.
I'm not a hater. I don't. Life is too short. There's a million other
That's
movies.
a good show.
I listen, I don't think this is going to be like, look, in the world of musical biopics, we had a long string of films that were all exactly the same, beat for beat, right? Tell me which musical biopic I'm talking about here, okay? As I describe the film. You guess which movie I'm talking about. A young person discovers they're incredibly gifted musically, and they start on a path to success to explore music. Only their own personal demons and their own personal vices and problems get in their way and threaten to sabotage their whole life and their whole career.
And their relationship.
And their relationships. But by the end of it, they find a path to redemption, and they get to enjoy incredible success and whatever.
Walk the line.
Was it Walk the Line?
Or it was actually the Freddie Mercury story, or
Freddie,
it was,
yeah,
what was
I can't
Fire-
wait
was it
to see
Rocket
that
Man?
movie.
No, he's been Rocket
Or was
Man.
it Rocket Man?
Now that you mention it,
It's all of them. I don't think Killa B is going to be that. I think she probably has a very unique story. And I don't know,
Probably.
but let me ask you this, Rob. Despite the
I'm
fact
sure
that
it's going to be good.
okay, so it's going to be
it
good.
was definitely
maybe.
La Bamba. Oh wait, no, not La Bamba. Not
That
so
person
much that
died.
one.
Somebody in the live chat just all said, "Don't forget Spinal Tap." There it is, Spinal Tap. So look, the part that surprises me though is the fact that after Smashing Machine fell on its face, although it did get a lot of critical praise, so there's something to be said for that. I'm surprised they decided to move forward with it.
Yeah.
What do you think is behind the decision to look, we just saw what happened to the Dwayne Johnson movie, but we think this can be different. What do you think motivates them
It
to do
probably
that?
it probably is a really great story, and there's probably a great script, and you've got a star in Daisy Ridley who's bankable, so they can get the movie made. And I think that's great.
All right, guys. Question is for you. Might have to wait a little while longer to get that Rey movie. I'm fine with that. But Daisy Ridley is going to star in another true MMA biopic, Killa B. I think it sounds great, and I am interested in seeing it. It's just that with the failure of Smashing Machine, is this the right time for that? I don't know. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.